Good morning. Welcome to the Ludlow College Virtual Open event. In this session, we're going to be looking at the courses available in health and social care and childcare and education. We've got a short little video for you to watch first, where the tutors will explain the details of the courses, and then they're on hand to answer any questions you may have following that. So sit back and watch the video and enjoy.
Hello, my name is Carl Morris and I'm head of Ludlow College. I would like to welcome you to our virtual open event. I thought I would start by explaining why you should consider coming to Ludlow College for your post-16 education. We have an excellent track record for academic performance for A-levels and vocational courses. Presently, we are ranked very highly on the national achievement tables. Virtually all of our students achieve their courses, with, on average, 99.3% of our A-level students passing their course over the past 5 years. 100% of our vocational students have passed their course over the last 3 years, with all our students gaining a positive career outcome, whether that is going to university, a job or an apprenticeship. Our timetable is very different to other colleges. The average student comes into college for 3.5 days per week, therefore giving students freedom for part-time jobs, work experience and limiting their travel to college time. We have excellent facilities with new science labs, a fitness suite, art and health and social care rooms, specialist rooms for media and dark rooms for photography, to name a few. Our curriculum is very broad with 27 different A-levels, 4 level 3 vocational courses in sport, health and social care, early years and business, 2 level 2 vocational courses in health and social care and early years combined and business. If you're interested in a career in football, please have a look into our football education programme, which is run in conjunction with Shrewsbury Town Football Club. All students have the opportunity to take part in one of our enrichment activities such as drama, sports teams, High Achievers programme, art academy, to name a few. If you have any questions, please take the opportunity to speak to the teachers during this event. Staff will be available to discuss transport and finance queries as well. I would just like to end by saying thank you for attending this event, and if you have not done so already, you can make an application to the college. This is done via our website, and once you've completed an application form, we will give you a telephone call to discuss your career options and your course options. I hope you enjoy the rest of the event. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Marianne and I'm Head of Health and Social Care and Early Years at Ludlow College. First of all, I'm going to tell you about our Level 3 Early Years qualification. It's called the Technical Level 3 Diploma in Childcare and Education with Early Years Educator status. It's equivalent to 3 A-levels and it is a 2-year course. You'll have 3 days in college and 2 days in placement. Your placements can be anywhere from primary schools, nursery schools, childminders, daycare with babies and toddlers, so there's a whole range and we can support you to find those placements. You'll do 3 placements over the 2 years, so you get to experience a lot of different settings and a range of age ranges. The units that you'll study include things like child development, observation and assessment, additional needs, play and learning, children's health and well-being. You'll also do supporting literacy and supporting numeracy, and both of those have nice practical elements to them where you have to create a set of resources and activity plans to support children's numeracy and literacy skills. You're mostly assessed through assignments, so each unit has an essay typed assignment which we mark as your tutors. At the end of your first year, you will have an external assessment, a controlled assessment, which some of you will be used to because controlled assessments are run in schools as well. And again, at the end of your second year, you'll have a controlled assessment then too. But there's no formal exams sat in exam halls, so if assignments suit you better, then this would be really good for you. Now you can progress with the right set of GCSEs as well. You can progress onto uni with this full level 3 qualification. Lots of our students go on to study primary school teaching, children's nursing, children's social work, midwifery. Those are all degree courses that you'd need to study at university. Primary teaching is the most popular. You could also go straight into the workplace to go into jobs such as teaching assistant, family support worker, health visitor assistant, a healthcare assistant on a children's ward, You could go on to pursue play therapy. You could go on to be a nursery practitioner. You could work with a holiday company. Also do nannying or childminding. So there's loads of different career options that you could explore with the Level 3 Early Years course. Okay, next I'm going to tell you about the Level 3 Health and Social Care course that we've got. It's called the Level 3 Technical Extended Diploma in Health and Social Care. Again, it's equivalent to 3 A-levels. You would have 4 days in college and 1 day on placement with this qualification. Your placement could be anywhere from hospitals, schools, nurseries, with the district nurses, with occupational therapists. There's a whole range of placements you could do. You could do day centres, you could do respite centres, you could do therapy centres, residential and nursing homes for the elderly. There's a whole range that you could think about, and again we would support you to find your placements. It's a 2-year course, full-time. The types of units that you would study on the course would be things from equality and diversity, health and well-being, dementia care, infection control, complementary therapies, health promotion. The health promotion unit has a real practical element where we design a health campaign where you can go out and deliver it in local schools with Year 9s. You may even remember us coming out to your school to deliver it with your Year 9 pupils, or when you were in Year 9. There's a whole range of units that lead into a variety of different professions. Now you could go on to university afterwards with the right GCSEs as well. With this Level 3 qualification you can progress into university. There's a whole host of degrees that you could go on and study, such as nursing, adult nursing, children's nursing, mental health nursing, social work, midwifery, criminology. There's a whole range that you could go on and study. Or you can go straight into employment at Level 3 in a whole range of care environments. Now the assessments on the course are mostly assignments, essay-based assignments. There are some practical elements to it with demonstrations. You have 1 exam in your 2nd year for your anatomy and physiology unit. You'll also have a controlled assessment at the end of your 1st year and a controlled assessment at the end of your 2nd year. The exam and the controlled assessments are marked by the exam board. All the other assignments that you write for your other units are marked by the tutors in the college. Now to progress onto either the Health and Social Care or Early Years Level 3 courses, you'll require 5 GCSEs and 1 must be in English. Again, because it's very heavily assignment based, so you need a good understanding of writing a good essay. Now I'm going to introduce you to another member of staff. Sue teaches on our Level 3 programmes, and she's also a personal tutor for your 2nd year. So I'll pass you on to her now to introduce herself.
Hi, I'm Sue. I'm part of the Health and Social Care and Early Years team here at Ludlow College. I teach on the Level 3 Health and Social Care and also on the Level 3 Early Years courses. Now, Marianne's just been talking to you about the courses, what they involve, the sort of things you'll be learning about, and all of your placements you'll be having, and also the sort of careers you might want to go on to do once you've finished the course. Now, working in health and social care and early years is a really important and satisfying job, and I think there's, now is a good time to be going into these careers. Over the past few months, people have really started to realise what an important job people do when working in these 2 sectors. You know, they've realised that it's a very demanding job that is very satisfying, but also a job that requires people who are professional and they know what they're doing, people who are well trained. And that's what we hope to do with these courses, help prepare you to move on to whatever it is you decide you want to do afterwards. Now, part of my role would be to, if you came on one of these courses, I'd be your 2nd year tutor, so I'd help see you through the 2nd year. And what I was just talking about really links to that. I'll be helping you decide what you want to do, advising you on the different options available to you, whether you want to go on to uni to train further or whether you want to finish college and then go directly to work into the sector. And as your personal tutor in the second year, I'd be helping you with that. I'd be helping you looking at unis, different courses available, helping you make your applications to unis, advising you on the sort of things you would need to do to get yourself into uni. And those of you that want to go on to work in the sector, we also do lots of work experience, practice and things. We do mock interviews, that sort of thing, help you write personal statements, teach you how to write job applications, that sort of thing. We also have people coming in from the various sectors who will talk to you about their different careers and the different jobs and things that are available to you. So that's part of my role as a second year tutor.
Okay, thanks Sue. I'm just going to pass you on to Emma now, who's another member of our team. She teaches on the Level 3 Early Years course, will also be your placement assessor. If you're on the Early Years course, she'll come out and do your observations. She also teaches the Level 2 programmes, so she's going to tell you all about Level 2.
Hi, I'm Emma, and as well as teaching on the Level 3 Early Years course and being Placement Assessor, I'm also course teacher and personal tutor for the Level 2 Extended Diploma in Health and Social Care. The Level 2 course is run over a year and is equivalent to 4 GCSEs. There are no exams within this course, it is all assignment based. There are 7 units in total. These include working in health and social care, human growth and development. All the assignments are graded from D up to A star. Within the year, there is also the opportunity to do 2 weeks work experience. The advantage to doing Level 2 is if needed, there is room on the timetable for you to retake your Maths and English GCSE. Also gives you time to decide what it is you really want to do if you're still not quite sure. On completion of the Level 2, it would allow you to become a care assistant in health and social care setting, e.g. a care home. The year goes really quickly, and it and I will help to prepare you for the next step, whether that's to go on to do a Level 3 course or an apprenticeship or something completely different. So if you don't get the results you wanted this time in GCSEs, then don't panic, because there's always the Level 2 option that you can do. I look forward to meeting you soon, and stay safe.
And that's all from us in the Health, Social Care and Early Years Department at Ludlow, and we look forward to seeing you in college soon.
Okay, so hopefully that's given a bit of insight into these courses and what's available to study. Now we've got a few questions that are coming through. So Marianne, if I can start with you first. Just a few general questions. Someone's asked, what happens if I get 5 GCSEs above grade 4, but I don't have maths or English? Or if I've only got 4 GCSE grades above grade 4?
Okay, so there's the Level 2 option, as I've just seen on the video that Emma explained about the Level 2s. Now you need to have, if you've got 5 GCSEs that are 4 and above, but you don't have maths, you can resit maths. If you've got your English but you haven't got your maths, there is time in the timetable to resit your maths alongside the Level 3 programmes. However, if you don't have your English, you'll be required to sit the Level 2 programme, and Emma's explained that in the video about what happens with the Level 2. So there is an option. It's nothing for them to panic about. Don't worry if you don't get what you thought you were going to get. We've got the Level 2 option for you, and then afterwards you can come on to the Level 3 programme.
Okay, brilliant. Someone else has asked, I think it was kind of covered in the video, but are we in every day of the week?
Okay, so that depends on the course that you're doing. So the Early Years Level 3 is college for 3 days a week, and then placement for 2 days a week. So that is quite a full-on programme. The Health and Social Care is they get a Tuesday off. So the Health and Social Care Level 3, they get a Tuesday off. Wednesday on placement, and then they're in college Monday, Thursday and Friday. And then for the Level 2 programme, they have 1 day off a week, and then it's spread across the week. The Level 2 programme is spread across the week with maths and English incorporated into that, but there's no placement requirement for Level 2. So then they won't need to go into placement. However, it does show their commitment if on their day off they want to take up a voluntary post in the sector. That looks good for them wanting to progress onto Level 3 then. Yeah,
I suppose also be a really good experience to have for further study after that, and
Definitely.
even employment.
Yeah.
Okay, brilliant. Someone's asking what to do if they're unsure about studying health and social care or early years.
Okay, so if they're not sure what area they want to go into, the health and social care level 3 is quite broad in the sense that it covers working with adolescents right up to sort of end of life, really, old age and end of life. So it covers a wider age range of people. It will get you into university if you want to study a child-based university course. However, if you know you want to work with children and the option is to go straight into employment, my advice would be to study the early years programme, the level 3 early years programme, because that's the one that's competent based, that gives them the licence to practice. So if you know that you want to work with children, the health and social care level 3 doesn't qualify you to work directly with children, but the early years level 3 does. So you need to be sure about that. Yeah.
Okay, brilliant. That clears it up nicely. Okay, Sue, I've got a couple of questions about placements. So if I can bring you in, if that's okay.
Yeah.
First of all, someone's asked, how many placements do we have?
Okay, it depends which course you're doing. If you're doing the early years course, you have 3 placements over the duration of the 2 years. So roughly 1.5 placements per year. Okay, and that's going to cover a range of age groups. So it will need to be, you'll have a placement with little ones, under 2s, preschoolers, and maybe reception year 1s. So that's the early years. So you have 3 over 2 years. If you're going to do health and social care, your placement is 1 day a week, and you have 1 placement a term. So that's 3 a year. So you'd start with a placement in September till Christmas, and then after Christmas you get a new placement, and then after Easter a 3rd placement. And then you do the same thing during your 2nd year. The good thing about that is that you get lots of experience in different types of settings. Great on your CV. Every placement is a bit like, I suppose it's like a prolonged job interview, you know, that people get to know you, and lots of our students end up actually getting employment, or part-time employment, sometimes full-time employment, from their placements. So the fact that you get a good range of placements, you know, it is good for your CV, good for your experience, good for your confidence, and good for you to see different types of practice. The other thing is, it helps you, if you're not sure what you want to do, you can dip into all sorts of placements. Marianne mentioned them on the videos. You know, you could maybe be in a hospital, residential care, work with young people. So, you know, it gives you a chance to sort of dip your toe in the water of the employment sector, really, and help you decide what you actually want to do. So
yeah, absolutely. Brilliant. Yeah, so it gives people that chance to try something before they sort of throw themselves into it as a full-time job and think, oh, actually that's not for me, I want to do something slightly different.
Definitely, for both courses it's the same, really.
Okay, someone's asked, in terms of finding placements, do they have to find placements on their own, and what happens if they can't find one?
Okay, so we encourage you to look for your own placements and decide on your own placements, but with our support. Okay, so if you're totally not sure, or you can't think of anywhere you'd like to go, then we'll help and support you with that. We'll give you some ideas, but you they would actually have to contact the placements themselves to arrange it themselves. But we'll sit with you, and as part of your tutorial system as well, we'll sit and talk to you about what you want to do, what would be your best option for a placement, and we look at things like how you're going to get there. It's no good having a placement in Birmingham if you can't get there every day, for instance. So we look at provision locally, and also what you want to do and what sort of experience you get, and we give you some ideas. We've got a whole bank of placements that we've used over the years, so we've got a list of probably over 40 placements that we can help you decide between. So yeah, so the answer to that is We support you with your placements, help you decide where you want to go based on your needs and what experience you'd like. But you would actually, as a student, you would be the one that contacts the placements and arranges it for yourself. So, you know, that would be your job.
Okay, brilliant. Thank you. Emma, if I could just bring you in. It's been touched on slightly by what Marianne answered in the first question. But someone's asked, what happens if I don't get the entry requirements for level 3?
Yeah, I think we've covered this quite a lot now. If you don't get the entry requirements, then you can do level 2 health and social care. You might be disappointed that you haven't got the GCSEs that you thought you were going to get. Obviously, things are a bit different this year, so you know we're not quite sure what's going to happen. And quite often, people that do level 2 first actually find level 3 a lot easier after. So you know, don't be crying in the corner. It's going to be absolutely fine, and we would sort you out for that.
Okay, brilliant. Thank you. Marianne, if I just bring you back in, we've got a couple of general questions.
Yeah.
So someone's asked quite a broad question of what jobs do students go on to afterwards?
Okay, so from the early years course, predominantly they come with a view for either teaching assistant or teaching. Those that go into university, the top choices tend to be from the early years course, children's nurse, midwifery, and the top being primary teaching. And the early years level 3 is a perfect step up into primary teaching, because we cover a lot of how to teach children about aspects such as literacy and numeracy. You know, there are whole units on that, so they've already got their foot in the door by the time they hit their teaching degree then after leaving the college. For the health and social care, tends to be the top one tends to be nursing, adult nursing. Then you've got mental health nursing, you've got children's nursing, midwifery is quite popular with those, and then we've had students that have done some real sort of abstract degrees. We've had international relations. Somebody's gone on to study a degree in international relations, criminology, psychology. So, you know, it can lead on to a variety of different things, but the top one from health and social care tends to be nursing and midwifery. Yeah.
Okay, brilliant. Really broad range then. So one last question that's come through. Someone's asked, how large would the classes be?
On average, over the years, on average, they're about 14 students per class, so nice and small. And because the joy of either the health and social care or early years programs at level 3, because they're not dipping in and out of different subjects, they're with the same group of people and the same teachers all the time, so they bond almost like a little family, really. And they all look out for each other, and with such a nice number in a group, it's not too many, with 14 and under, you get to really know each other. You know, the tutors get to know the students get to know each other really well, the students get to know the tutors, and they do become like a little family, really. It's quite cute.
Brilliant. Okay, we haven't got any other questions at the moment. If anyone watching's got a question and they want to put it through, please do so now. Was there anything else you wanted to add to the information, or was that covered pretty much everything we've got?
I think we've pretty much covered everything. They can always contact the college, can't they? That will put a after this event, and they'll put that through to either myself, Sue, or Emma to answer any questions, so they can, don't feel like they've got to wait till enrolment. They can contact the college between now and then, and we can answer any questions going forward.
Yeah, brilliant. Okay, so it doesn't look like there's any further questions coming through, so I think we'll wrap things up there. So this session is being recorded, so the recording will go up on the YouTube channel, and if you're watching that recording and think, oh, my question wasn't asked, as Marianne said, if you send your question either through the website or through the social media channels, we can direct your queries to the tutors and get those questions answered for you. But for the time being, thank you for watching, and hopefully that's helped answer some questions for you. And please feel free to tune into the rest of our events later on today. Thank you.